Gonna make a really focused video on just the actuator lift mechanism today. I know yesterday I just sort of glossed over that when I made that other video. So start here. This is just a double pole, double throw switch wired so that, you know, it reverses the polarity up and then down, flips the voltage or the polarity to the actuator, and it'll make it go up or down. And the actuator itself has limit switches on it already so that you don't have to monitor this. It's just up and then the actuator will stop on its own. So we'll take it up. So here you can see with the fridge slid out of the way, there's the actuator inside this box. It's got a rather large head on the top of it, pretty substantial. So I just used that and it just pushes on the inside of the box. I've got it fairly well reinforced so that, you know, it just pushes up and it supports the weight on its own. And then it had this little, I don't know, I'll call it a nipple mounting bracket piece, whatever, on the top, and I just drilled a hole to make clearance for it, and it just sort of then also keeps it located in position on its own. So it's not actually even screwed or bolted or anything. It's just in that hole on top, down through a couple channels in the plywood box, and then we'll go ahead and look at the bottom. Pretty simple down here. You can see the bottom of the actuator just presses on the bottom of the van floor, and there it protrudes out of the bottom of the kitchen box. So there you've got your 16 inches of stroke length, and here you have a good view of the drawer slides I used. I don't know if there are better options for going vertical, but I used two 16-inch drawer slides on each side, and that sort of keeps it located from front to back and rocking left to right. So then just with one single actuator, I think it draws 3 amps and it's got a 250 pound max force. So this box weighs nowhere near that, and it just lifts it up just fine. Oh, I put that back, and then you see that there, and then one last look at the top. And then you can see, I mean, I just left the switch on up. It's got its own limit switch, so you can do that and you won't overload it. And hit down and back down we go. And then again, with its own limit switch, it just sort of stops on its own. Switch can stay in down. I flip it back to center just out of habit. And that's it. It's pretty simple. Hope that answered all the questions. Thanks.